Xinyu County, Zheng Manor. Phew, how is it? It'll be hard for the baby to live past 20 years old. That's the constitution he has. Is this a punishment from the heavens? Because he's a child that caused his mother to die due to his birth? Zheng Manor. Patriarch. Zheng. Damyung. I can't believe you're telling a physician that. Also, how could you say that of your own child? One who will die young. The 9 yin severed meridians. Never in my life have I seen anyone with their Baihui acupoint open to such an extreme. Are you referring to the acupoint on top of the head? Yes. If the Baihui acupoint is too open, one will die soon. People usually call that deity ascension. Deity ascension? Isn't that something that Taoists who are very powerful do when they depart for the heavenly realm? You believe that nonsense? I don't know if you've heard of absolute martial masters using the upper meridian of their heads. That's using the Baihui acupoint. That so-called deity ascension is when someone gets too drunk on the energy of the great nature that came from the heavens and earth and dies because they cannot withstand it. I see. It seems I'm right that this is heavenly punishment. How could you call yourself a father? It's time for you to go back, physician. I'll get the chief steward to pass you your pay. I don't need it. If he had grown up in the unorthodox sects and demonic faction, he would have become the heavenly demon. If he had grown up in the Shaolin Temple, he would have been able to use the 72 elite training methods of the Shaolin Temple 2 times over. But yet, he was born as a hated child in such a place. He'll die in the countryside young, without any way to survive, unless he achieves enlightenment on his own. Decades later, Zheng Manor. Ever since my deceased father, a disciple of the Zhongnan sect Seon Jeomja, founded this clan, I've dedicated my whole life to bringing revival to our clan. If our clan becomes famous throughout the world, I will have inherited the ultimate technique of the Zhongnan sect. How could I close down our clan business? I'm really glad that at least my son followed in the footsteps of my deceased father and managed to join the Zhongnan sect. Brother, congratulations. Congrats, brother. To think you'd become a disciple of the Zhongnan sect. It's truly incredible. Everyone, raise your glasses. Father, Yanshin isn't here yet. I told him to stay at the training ground. It's better for him to not be here on such a joyous occasion. He would bring ill omens. Finally, I've completely mastered the Zheng clan's movement art. With the movement art, I can stimulate my muscles with energy, then compress it. My body can't get any stronger than this. Will I have a longer lifespan now that I have a stronger body? The movement art. Yanshin, you created a martial art? Yes, brother. I didn't create it from scratch. I simply redeveloped our clan's exclusive martial art. Don't take this the wrong way. Yes, brother. It'd be better if you didn't tell anyone about this. You want me to learn the martial arts you made? What if I experience energy deviation while learning it and die? Will you take responsibility? How dare you mess with the clan's exclusive martial art? Are you out of your mind? Do you think you're the clan founder or something? A clan founder. Someone who creates martial arts. A founder of a martial group. I've never thought of myself as anyone like that. I never thought much about creating martial arts. I just wanted to become healthy and live with everyone. It's about time. It's about time they arrived. Where are they all going? Oh, I think today's the day the martial masters of the Zhongnan sect visit. The Zhongnan sect, one of the 9 great sects in the world. They are one of the twin walls that are known as the strongest groups in Shaanxi alongside the Manhwa sect. The place where the deities of swords are at. I wanted to meet them in person. Is the reason I can't even show my face to our clan's important guests because I caused my mother's death with my birth? This is the patriarch's order. My father ordered this? I'm sorry, Master Yanshin. Maybe it'll be fine if I see them from afar. I'm sure I'll be able to learn something from such skilled masters. I'd wonder who's here. Probably not the Sky Sword Dragon, right? Maybe an elder? If people like them really visited our clan, it'd be an honor for this clan. They're here! Oh, the warriors masters of the Zhongnan sect have arrived. A noble race. They're known in books to be a mysterious race that can live on forever. Humans think of them as deities. And that energy around her, the core energy condensed in one's body, is being exuded out of her body naturally. I'm utterly honored that you would visit our humble clan. I am the patriarch, Zheng Daemyung. I'm grateful for such a welcome and hospitality. I'm Yo Il-shin, an elder of the Zhongnan sect. A noble race elder of the Zhongnan sect? Forgive me for not recognizing a deity before me. Please raise your head. I am not here to boast of my status. You have come such a long way. I apologize for my disrespect. I can't believe I kept the sword deities of the Zhongnan sect waiting outside. I'll bring you inside. A noble race on top of being an elder of the Zhongnan sect. How long has she lived? This way, please. Oh, that child is my third son. He has really bright eyes. He looks very smart. I'm truly sorry. My third son isn't very well-mannered. He's not well-mannered? Yes. It is embarrassing, but he's a troublemaker in our family. I've gained a new perspective after seeing the energies of the Zhongnan sect's martial masters. I had nowhere else to climb after training in the Zheng clan's movement arts and was wondering about what I should train in. I guess it'd be good to try training with swords. This place is better than I thought. Yes, you're right. With this much earth energy, the Tyrant Sword Tribe would want this place. They'll definitely come to this place, so it'll be good for us to plan a counterattack. But that'll result in the sacrifice of this clan. Can't we just attack and destroy them before they cross the walls? It'd be great if that happens, though. Within the Tyrant Sword Tribe, they're the most problematic bunch. Don't let your guard down and keep your sword aura sharp. But I keep recalling that child from just now. He clearly stood out among the rest. What a strange child. It's strange. Why is my Baihui acupoint so open? Although I wasn't able to meditate for a year since I was focused on training my body via the Zheng clan's movement arts. The amount of energy that goes through my head has gotten even greater. At this rate, I think I'll have less than 5 years before I lose my consciousness. If that happens, that means I have less than 5 years to live. I'm scared. Even though I've completely mastered the Zheng clan's movement arts, I can't stop this? What's happening? I feel an ominous energy coming from that side. Something's off. The closer I get, the stronger the scent of blood is. It's also way too quiet. A trap formation? Didn't even realize something like this was happening within the Zheng Manor. Was it because of the trap formation? They're all part of the Zheng clan. Do the culprits possess overwhelming martial prowess? Wait, there's someone alive still? If you managed to stay alive, you should have stayed hidden instead of crawling out. Guess he's got a short life. Send him to the afterlife. Is that so? I'm only killing you because I was ordered to. Don't blame me for this. You. Who are you? The third son of this clan. Who? You bastard. Scripture of origin ability. This was my first time training the delightful sword, but I get how it works now. Pretty impressive. These idiots lost because they let their guards down. Even then, it was surprising. How can you be so good at it despite your age? Did you train the delightful sword all your life? Are you from the Blood Flame cult? No, those guys are on the ground here. I'm from the Tyrant Sword Tribe. The Tyrant Sword Tribe and the Blood Flame cult too? The 13 Skies are said to be the most cruel and most powerful sect in all of Miram. You're telling me that the Blood Flame cult and the Tyrant Sword Tribe, which are both part of the 13 Skies, are here? Why? What kind of business would two organizations of the 13 Skies have here? It's none of your business, seeing as you're answering my questions rather than attacking me. Do you know about me? What? I'm asking if you know that my family is a part of the Desolate Fortress, the best branch sect in Miram. That's why, if you kill me, it would be a pain for you even if you are a part of the Tyrant Sword Tribe. Isn't that right? That man is from the Zhongnan sect. Elder Yo Ilshin? She is known as the deity of the sword. So, for her to be in such disarray, who is the enemy then? Who is it? He is exuding such ominous energy. My head feels light just from the eye contact. Tribe leader. Then, that man is the Tyrant Sword Tribe leader and is considered an unorthodox master of the 13 Skies. He is considered a harbinger of disaster in Jianghu. Why is a man who is considered an equal to a patriarch of one of the 9 great sects in a place like this? Either way, at this rate, we are all as good as dead. Then let me test myself. Can you kill me even if I do this? You crazy bastard. Enough. Your spirit is greater than all those here combined. Wondering who he was praising? I'll let you live. You mean you can't kill me? Because I'm the only grandson of the former Divine Sword Squad leader of the Desolate Fortress. That child is the former Divine Sword Squad leader's grandson, the Divine Sword Squad, which is the best in the Desolate Fortress. The Desolate Fortress, created by the Imperial family in order to prevent conspiracy by the Miram forces. It's definitely not a good idea to get involved with them, but that is not the reason I'm letting you live. I like you. Our temperament and spirit. They are what a powerful martial artist in Jianghu needs. If you weren't related to the Desolate Fortress, I would have taken you in as my disciple. I'll give you one day. Leave this place. I do not permit any other sects or clans to step foot on this land. I will always be open to have a duel with you. Find me when you are ready to get revenge. Father, I'm Yanshin. Why are you so strong? This is the Zheng clan movement arts, which I created and mastered. You created it? You created a martial art? I made it using the clan's cultivation technique, though. What did you just say? How dare you mess with the clan's exclusive martial art? Are you out of your mind? Do you think you're the clan founder or something? Could it be from back then? I see. The Zheng clan movement art. I was so ignorant and foolish. Third son created the sacred art of the Zheng clan. You have the qualities of a founder. You're my son. Father. Master Yanshin, Chief Steward. How's Haya? She's safe. She's simply been sleeping after her acupoint got blocked. It seems her acupoint was blocked to knock her out. And then she was hidden so the killers wouldn't find her. Brother, raise Haya in the Zhongnan sect. She has exceptional affinity with the 5 elements, so they'll take her in. What about you? I'll look after myself. Sir. Elder, are you leaving now? Now that the tyrant sword tribe leader has gotten involved, I must report this fact to the Zhongnan sect without delay. What about you? Going to the desolate fortress where your mother's family is? I don't have anywhere else where I can go and grow stronger at. How about coming back with me to Zhongnan Mountain? I would strongly recommend that. To receive such an offer from an elder of a great sect, I'm truly honored. I wanted to recommend that you become the sect leader's disciple. A disciple of the sect leader? That would be possible for you. A direct disciple of the Zhongnan sect leader would be able to learn the absolute sacred art. More importantly, the Zhongnan sect leader is one of the few top martial masters of the top 10 swordsmen in the world. But I won't forget the great kindness you've shown me. However, I must apologize. Don't worry about it. I simply wanted someone talented like you. That's probably what the tyrant sword tribe leader thought too. The doors of the Zhongnan sect will always be open for you. Please remember that. I have a question for you. I know that you're one of the older people among the noble races. Do you know of the method to get the fruit of the world tree? The fruit of the world tree? The fruit of the world tree is protected by the desolate fortress leader, whom the emperor has acknowledged as the king and a peer. It's said to give eternal life and youth to those who eat it. It's a treasure of the heavens. Wouldn't I gain more life in my short lifespan if I eat that? I haven't even lived half my own lifespan, so I have no authority over the world tree. All I know is that the desolate fortress leader is able to give that to other people. In that case, I must go to the desolate fortress. It won't be easy to get it. That's a sacred item. Even for us noble races, I don't know any other way, so it can't be helped. All I can do is become the divine sword squad leader and achieve great feats. I'll cheer you on from afar. I'll have to take my leave first to bring the updates to my sect. Cliff Swordsman and Neutral Spirit Fist will help with cleaning up this place. Sirs, I'd like to thank you again for your help. No need for that. It's your duty. Plan, and you could say that we played a part in this tragedy. Yonshin. An apology won't cut it for everything that has happened to you in our clan. When we meet again, I'll try to be an older brother to you. I'll do my best. I hope that you'll survive too. While you'll be learning the Zhongnan sect's martial arts at a slightly later age, you are not exceptional. At least, that's what I see. You must train like your life depends on it. I'll remember that. Uncle Yanshin. Protect Haya. Chief Steward, where are you going? There are small branches of the Zheng clan in various places within Nanyang. Since the bloodline of the Zheng clan is alive, I'll look after the remaining clan assets. As you know, I'm heading to the desolate fortress. I hope we can meet from time to time. Since the Chief Steward knows martial arts, he'll be of help. Yes, Master Yanshin. I hope you live a comfortable life. Please take care of yourself. He hopes that I'll live a comfortable life? Have I ever heard any of the Zheng clan descendants say that to me, after being taken in by the previous patriarch? Xiangyang. I'm finally here. The desolate fortress is truly incredible. People from all over Central Plains would gather here with big dreams because of them. The boss here struck the jackpot. He said he's out of liquor to sell. It's been really chaotic in the restaurants these days. The martial artists that came to take their entrance tests are always drunk. There's an entrance test in the desolate fortress? Was there such a thing? Are you here to take part in the entrance test too? Eon Wanchang. What about you? Oh, I haven't introduced myself. I was just fascinated to see a challenger younger than me. I'm Hian Wanshang. I came from Shaanxi, a faraway place. Xinyu County. You came from somewhere nearby. Your journey here must have been easy. I had to fight green forest bandits and swim against the pirates of the pirate fortress. The water martial arts of the pirates were really vicious. Well, my journey was indeed pretty easy for me. How about becoming friends and sharing information about the test if we have any? There's a test? What? You didn't know? It's known as the Desolate Fortress Trial. The Desolate Fortress is quite different from the usual martial art groups. Just as those who want to become a government official must be well versed in both martial arts and literature, there's a test just for joining the Desolate Fortress. So that's why so many people are gathered here. No matter if you have foundations or not, the moment you join them, opportunities and teaching will be provided to you. It's no wonder that every martial artist is swarming here. There are countless people who have learned various martial arts so that they can pass the test. Desolate Fortress, the strongest martial group in the world, and the place of martial arts that causes everyone's heart to inevitably race. People would say that if you want to take on the world with just one weapon, go to the fortress. Since the imperial family that rules over the Central Plains would make their move in order to control the martial art groups, all the elixirs and advanced martial arts gathered from all over the world are waiting in there. Some people say that the great sects with traditions are better, but they don't know what they're saying. How could martial groups created by mere commoners be stronger than the Desolate Fortress? If that were possible, they would be able to create an empire and be the emperor. I see. Almost nobody has been able to pass the Desolate Fortress trial in one try. Is that so? I might be 1 in 1,000 that passes, but they're usually the next generation leaders of reputable martial art clans that are rising in the world and gaining fame. And that brings me to this. How about taking the test with me tomorrow? You're so easygoing. I knew you'd be okay. It might be confusing for you on your first try, but you just need to follow me. I might not look like it, but I'm glad I can join as long as I just pass the test. I didn't want to ask my mother's family for help since I don't know where they live or even what they look like. Let's go. This is the Desolate Fortress. You're 13? Yes. About the first exam. You will pass if the exam supervisor accepts your plaque, but you'll fail if he tells you to return it to the reception. The second exam is a tournament. Is there a third? It's an interview with the Desolate Fortress's lord. The lord himself? Yes. There are martial artists who come to Yang Yang just for that chance. A conversation with an absolute master like him is an incredible opportunity. They hope to receive some kind of profound understanding. The first exam is about swift sword arts. Demonstrate one swing with the fastest sword technique you have, and he shall watch and judge. I'll go first. You just have to show a fast sword technique. Seems simple enough. Well-polished spirit. He's strong. He's even stronger than some of the vagabonds I saw on the way here. Goodness, that man feels a bit different. I don't think I saw it. I only saw an apparition. It's not bad. Give me your plaque. Can the next examinee step forward? Good luck. So he really was an examinee. That young swordsman has guts. Well, if he's from another province, where else would he be able to show sword techniques in front of a martial artist of the Desolate Fortress? Even receiving one piece of advice is incredibly precious. You may begin. When did the sword even move? All I felt was the force created by the movement. The future of the Desolate Fortress is right here. Hand over your plaque. Number 13. Be on your way. Next up. Are you perhaps the son of a famous family? Does that change anything? After entering Desolate Fortress, all that matters is your martial arts, talent, and effort. So you really plan on passing the Desolate Fortress's trial. Isn't that why everyone came? Not just me, but you as well. I thank you. Now I'll be on my way. I hope that kind and talkative Wan Chang passes the second exam too. The second exam is a tournament where you compete against others with your martial arts. I have 3 weeks until the second exam. Considering the upcoming exam, The correct choice is to train my skills. I will train the Zheng clan's movement art and rapid sword arts, as well as the scripture of origin ability, an amplified movement technique. 3 weeks later. Until you are called, examinees should wait in here. This makes me feel discouraged in a way. I heard that the white martial arts outfit signifies an elementary-level martial artist. But how is it that his energy is so strong? Isn't it obvious? Even just wearing white means your future is promisingly guaranteed. Young Lord Zheng, you've gotten even taller. I did accomplish something. I would like for you to remember that winning is not what's important. Important in this exam. Even just having one of the 2 matches of the tournament, it's enough to catch the eye of one of the desolate fortress masters who will be watching. Although that's the hardest part. Does that mean you can win a match and still fail? Yes. And the problem is that the exam supervisors are going to have higher standards today. Why is that? I heard that the White Qilin is competing at today's Desolate Fortress trial. The White Qilin from Namgung? Yes, he wiped out a notorious group of bandits before he was even 15. He beheaded the swordmaster of the unorthodox faction, the Shrouded Assassin. There are even rumors that he defeated all of the up-and-rising fighters at the 8 Great Families Dragon and Phoenix tournament when he was only 18. If he's a young fighter from the Namgung family, just what does he lack? If he already has the martial dignity, why is he trying to join the Desolate Fortress? It's because he's a child of a concubine. He can't become the patriarch. If one rises to the position of the Desolate Fortress Lord's captain, it's of similar standing to a patriarch of the 8 Great Families. You have more power. If anything, the Desolate Fortress maintains the order of the Jianghu in the center of the Central Plains. Nenyang, Henan Province, Xinyu County's Zhongyonshin, please come out. I hope to see you again here in the Desolate Fortress. Yes. Not even knowing your final destination. Mere despair. You must be the moth that's struggling around. Who am I, you ask? May I begin now? I wonder who will take him. The squad leaders are going to be fighting over him. The squad leaders are going to be fighting over him. He seems stronger than us. I wouldn't expect any less from a Namgung. Namgung? Then, that guy must be the White Qilin Namgung Hashin. Are we going to be able to witness the boundless heaven technique today? He looks like he's about 5 years older than me. It doesn't seem like he's at a level I can't reach. Thanks to my family's martial techniques, I am more fit than he is, but I am below him in other aspects. I am Namgung Hashin of the Namgung clan. I've mainly trained in the boundless heaven technique and the infinite steps. Nice to meet you. I trained the Zheng clan movement art. Are you not going to use your sword? The main essence of the technique I've been practicing recently is unpredictability. If it works, I should be able to get him to let his guard down. Begin. What? What was that? Namgung H-Washin 1, the White Qilin. What a terrifying, delightful sword. I lost. What? What do you mean? He lost. Zhang Yunshin. Such a scary, delightful fighter. I think he's younger than him by at least 5 years, too. Can he not use true energy with his techniques yet? There was a hidden, powerful martial artist in Henan. I'm scared of what he'll become. Hey, did you say your name is Zhang Yunshin? Yes. There is another garden if you go north from here. Stand by there. All right. I would love it if you could duel with me another time. That's what I would like to say. I'll look forward to it. Someone as young as him passed? I thought that Namgung Huashan would get in first. I knew that there would be no chance of winning if the fight dragged on, which is why I used the most extreme form of the delightful sword I knew, as soon as the duel began. However, because Namgung Huashan had imbued his sword with his true energy, my sword broke. It was a failure on my end for rashly using delightful sword, but for him to admit defeat instead, I guess that is the nobleness of a renowned family. Can he not use true energy with his techniques yet? The Bijung clan is a third-rate branch in Xinyu County. If there was someone in the household who knew how to use such a skill, there was no way I would not have learned it. However, I know it now. I realized how it should be used the moment I witnessed it. I get it now. It isn't just as simple as putting my energy into the sword. I can use the true energy as a medium to become one with the sword. Sword resonation. Impossible. But he's so young. This sensation, as if the sword and my body are united. This must be body-sword unification. The sword technique that I'll use in this state will be new. Congratulations on your enlightenment. Was he protecting me for fear that someone might get in the way of my enlightenment? I wasn't aware that you were protecting me. Thank you. Congratulations on passing the Desolate Fortress trial, Sir Namgung. I'm here too. Congratulations to you too, Sir Jung. Oh, that aside, did you know that you've gotten a nickname? A nickname? Pardon? When someone has shown exceptional martial prowess or has garnered attention, people give them a nickname and call them by it. Unless it's someone who commits atrocious and evil deeds, most nicknames represent a huge honor for martial artists. Just like Cliff Swordsman, Neutral Spirit Fist, and White Keelan. I heard about it too. All I did was take the trial though. Lightning Genius. The talent of light. If even the martial artists of the Desolate Fortress call you that, then it's basically your nickname in the Jianghu. The talent of lightning. Are you sure they're not just mocking someone young who's just a little fast with his sword? Just a little fast? If you say that, then since I had a hard time catching my breath, what would I be? Zheng Yunshin. It's a name that I wouldn't have even dreamed of when I was doing the horse stance in the Zheng Manor. Gather around. Only one trial remaining, and you'll join the Desolate Fortress. A living piece of history, and one of the strongest martial masters who might be even the strongest. A meeting with the Desolate Fortress leader. A little while later. Everyone came out pretty quickly. Is the leader just looking at faces without talking? Sigh. Next, Jung Yonshin. They told me to keep going until the top. That person is the Desolate Fortress leader that's said to be the strongest in the world? I'm Jung Yonshin. You are of that child's bloodline. Bloodline? Do you mean? Does she know my mother's family? Seems you already know what I mean. You are pretty bold. Yes, I'm the grandson of the former Divine Sword Squad leader. He's about to become a part of the Elder Council soon. He's someone who is very obstinate. You have a wound. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing but trivial family matters. They aren't trivial. They're just covered by your trained body. You've probably only lived for around 15 years. However, it's true that this isn't something that an outsider should comment on. The matter of kin needs to be resolved. My apologies. The transcendent air she carries, as someone with absolute strength, is a separate matter from her trying to interfere with my family matters. I like you. It's interesting that you don't bow down to anyone, even though you came here because you have something you want. She knows that I came here because I have something I want? Could she have found out that my upper meridian, my Baihui acupoint, is abnormally wide open? Let's ask her. Can someone like me live if I eat the fruit of the world tree? While the facts about it aren't all inaccurate, yes, it's possible for you to get what you want. I knew it. Can I get it? That depends on what you do. That's good enough for me. Thank you. Am I a martial artist of the desolate fortress now? Yes. You may leave now. Next, Divine Sword Squad Leader. The next Divine Sword Squad Leader. I don't know if she's just teasing me, or if she really sees potential in me. Or maybe she's inferring that I can get the fruit of the world tree if I become the Divine Sword Squad Leader? Four-past, huh? Do you know what kind of work the desolate fortress does? To stop Murim's martial masters from overthrowing the imperial family? While you're correct, that's not what we mainly do. It's just one of the major things we do. There's something else that we do. We prevent or suppress a certain size of conflict from happening in the Jianghu. No one knows what would happen when a fight in Murim breaks out after all. A bloodstorm swept across the central plains on the day there were rumors that the heavenly demon's grave was discovered. It would be fine if the fight was contained to those who covet manuals of ultimate martial arts or elixirs, but the heinous deeds of these vicious martial artists don't care if they affect martial artists or commoners. When you witness that hellish sight, the Empire becomes unrecognizable. The disaster of the heavenly demon's grave. It's been 17 years since then. The unorthodox sects and demonic faction aren't the only problems. All orthodox groups, including the 9 great sects and 8 great clans, would also become problems. If we leave them be, the people will suffer. Thus, if there's unrest among the people and taxes aren't paid on time, then the reign of the Empire will have problems. That is why the imperial family provides us with huge amounts of money, elixirs, manuals, and martial masters. That's what all of you will be doing here at the desolate fortress. You must sever the heads of any martial artists that disrupt the lives of normal people. We must sever the heads of any martial artists that disrupt the lives of normal people. This is where you'll all be staying for now. After a while, you'll be assigned to a place and be moved to the accommodations for that place. All the best to all of you. Has it been a week? I'm getting assigned later than I expected. Yonshin, may I enter? Yes, please come in. What's the matter? Where we're going has finally been decided. We're going to the Radiant Demon Squad. A combat squad. The Radiant Demon Squad. Did you hear the rumors? What rumors? The 17 combat squad captains under the Divine Sword Squad fought each other in order to take in new warriors. Aren't the combat squad captains the martial masters that represent the desolate fortress? Are you saying they sparred with each other? In order to recruit the White Keelan and the Lightning Genius. The next day, at the arena of the Radiant Demon Squad. The Radiant Demon Squad Captain Ma Jin. There were talks about him being the strongest amongst the 17 squad captains. Seeing him in person tells me that it isn't just a rumor. You Lightning genius. Yes, sir. I see you have a backbone. People like you don't die easily. Combat squads under the desolate fortress Divine Sword Squad are basically like one of the sects in the Central Plains. The two of you will learn martial arts in the Radiant Demon Squad and execute missions. They are all your seniors. Captain Ma, I have a question. Thank you for allowing me to ask a question. Does learning martial arts in the Radiant Demon Squad mean that everyone shares their martial arts? Really? Those you learn by yourself belong to you. Only the martial arts of the Radiant Demon Squad will be taught here. I will be learning the famous Radiant Demon Arts? You need to work hard at learning them if you want to survive. The Radiant Demon Arts? I have heard of that before too. The Radiant Demon Squad is one of the more famous squads amongst the 17 squads, because they were able to fight the Plum Blossom Swordsmen, the 24 elite swordsmen of the Manhwa sect, without any casualties. That incident gave even more credibility to the gossip mongers saying that the Desolate Fortress is the strongest in the world. While the Desolate Fortress is affiliated with the Imperial family, attacks on the martial artists of the Desolate Fortress don't constitute treason. That is why you must learn whatever you can here and continuously become stronger. How it's not treason? Why is that so? There are many eccentrics in the Zhenghu. Numerous have lost their minds due to learning demonic arts, or are exceptionally skilled in mobility arts and could mess with government officials before escaping to the high mountains and deep valleys. That is why the dignity of the imperial family isn't applied to us, since our job isn't like a government official's, but to actually fight martial artists. Therefore, if you don't become stronger, you will die. That guy who got slashed by the Namgung's strongest swordsman while out on a mission would be able to give you a better description of that. Oh, the king-style sword arts. That was a really scary one. The king-style sword arts is known to be one of the strongest styles of swordsmanship in the world. It's a supreme martial art only learned by the main descendants of the Namgung clan. Besides, isn't the Namgung's strongest swordsman said to be the strongest martial master of China? Yes. He fought such a skilled master and came back alive? All right then. Let's start from the lightning genius. It heard your swift sword arts are pretty exceptional. Let's take a look. Cheng Myung. I was born and raised in Qiangyang. I am Jung Yonshin, and I'm from Xinye. I see. Such a place exists too. Huh. You can feel wind being produced even if a 10-year-old kid uses the tri-sword technique. That's why, while fighting, you can find out how one swings their sword. Making it this far at such a young age means you're quite talented. So, show me that talent. Your talent with swords. Okay then. Sword resonance? Focus. I can feel my opponent's breathing with my energy detection. Right now? When did he raise his sword? Okay. He's a martial master who survived against the strongest swordsman in Namgung after all. If I take that into consideration, this is feasible than I thought. He disappeared. He's coming. as expected of a noble race. I'll use the limit-releasing technique on my sword. Why are they making such faces? What do you think? What? I know you went easy on me. Please be honest with me. How old did you say you are? I'm 15 years old. Is that important? Our enemies won't go easy on us just because of our age. Aren't our skills the most important thing right now? Besides, I already have a short life to begin with. There's no meaning in talking about age. He's so skilled at the age of 15. That's abnormal. No, it'd be more accurate to say that he's a mistake by the heavens. I've been to the Dragon Phoenix Summit a few times, but I've never seen anything like that. I doubt you can become like that even if you've learned the instinct-honing arts from birth. Oh, I was the most talented person in my city, though. Talented, my ass. Huh. It's commendable that you're still standing rather than sprawled on the ground. Go back now and solidify what you've learned. Yes, sir. You're done too. Have you understood the crux of the steps? It's to think and act in a seamless manner. That's right. There's always a way for you to move regardless of the situation. The true crux of the Radiant Demon Arts is to move seamlessly without disrupting the path of your attacks. You must now understand the deeper meaning of the path of attacks. The deeper meaning of the path of attacks? It'd be better and faster to show it to you. Look carefully. He relaxed completely. Attack at the perfect timing. That's what the path of attack is. If you follow a perfect path of attack, then the most powerful attack will be unleashed. That means we need to grasp the timing of unleashing our strength. Although I've shown it to both of you, I'm not asking you to do this immediately, because this isn't something you can master after just seeing it once. This is something you'll have to learn throughout your entire life. Something I have to learn throughout my entire life? I feel like I can do it right now, though. Is he going to try doing it? The essence of core energy is the great nature. Just following its lead would be sufficient, wouldn't it? Body sword. Unification. I'll slowly relax. I've understood the deeper meaning of the path of attacks. I've learned all of the Radiant Demon Arts. I just need to continue training to be able to use it in a real fight from now on. I showed an unsightly side of myself since it's my first time trying. I still need to experience many more real fights before I can use it properly. If I want to use the Radiant Demon Arts in an instant where life and death is on the line, normal practice like this won't work. Thank you for your teachings. It looks like I have to think about how I should teach you from now on. The next day, did you hear that our seniors had a huge fight with the Heavenly Squad? What? Isn't the Desolate Fortress pretty strict with its rules? From what I remember, fighting outside of training grounds is a punishable offense for martial artists of the Desolate Fortress. Why did they fight? It seems that one of the Heavenly Squad members picked a fight at the restaurant. I think he said something along the lines of, "Your talent wouldn't be able to blossom within the Radiant Demon Squad." They fought because of something like that? You don't know what the Muram is like. This is its true face. It doesn't seem like a big deal could provoke someone to raise their swords against you, and the streets place great value on the process of stopping that sword and winning in that situation. Isn't it actually better to think the seniors of the desolate fortress are getting angry over a newbie? I wouldn't know what to do if that was me. Aren't they just angry because someone insulted the Radiant Demon Squad? This could be an opportunity. If I want to get the fruit of the world tree, which all the noble races of this world worship, I need to accomplish something. I'll definitely need help from others in the process of doing so. While the best way to gain the trust of a martial artist is to owe each other our lives, it's a good idea to make a good impression on squad members first. After some thinking, I think what you said is right. To think the seniors are fighting because of me, I can't let that go. I'll go pay them a visit. Yeah, that's it. I knew you were a chivalrous person who knows the code of martial artists. Is doing something like that considered chivalrous? The newbies. Are no lessons today, yet they came all the way here to train? They're working hard. There isn't a need for you to train so hard while you're still wearing white. It's because they're wearing white that they should do that. That's a really desirable attitude. Did you run into any problems while training? I wish to have a spar. Is that so? Choose anyone from those there and they'll spar with you. Not against the Radiant Demon Squad. I would like to spar against the Heavenly Squad. You've caught wind of what happened yesterday. There's no need to get too worked up over that. I'm not worked up, though. I just would like to be able to see the Heavenly Sword Arts, which I've admired for a long time, in person. It's too late for you to say something like that. It seems you're too agitated. Even so, it is not bad to see him get worked up because of his seniors. Captain, please allow me to do that. I would like to spar and show that the Radiant Demon Arts are a great martial art. Would be able to gain fighting experience with the Radiant Demon Arts, observe an advanced martial art, and leave a good impression on my seniors. Would be killing 3 birds with 1 stone. You have neither learned the same kind of martial arts as the Heavenly Squad, nor have you fought in a battle together before. While it might be a spar, there's no reason for them to go easy on you. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. All right, I'll pass the message on to the Heavenly Squad. Heavenly Squad Arena. It's true. To think a white robe would challenge a blue robe. To be precise, it's supposed to be a guidance fight for the sake of learning. How many bouts do you think he'll last? Whatever the case is, the longest he'll last would be about 10 bouts. A newly joined white robe lasting 10 bouts against a blue robe? I can't see that happening. Heavenly Squad Captain, Hang Chulmok. If that brat lasts 10 bouts, I'll give him one of the Heavenly Squad's elixirs. An elixir? Don't you think that's too much to place as a bet? Are you scared? Do you think you'll lose? Don't provoke me. The Desolate Fortress's elixirs aren't something that can be used frivolously. The honor of the Radiant Demon Squad and the Heavenly Squad is on the line. How is that frivolous? Fine. I accept. Good. As the leader of a group, we ought to trust our own people. White robe of the Radiant Demon Squad. Your name is Jung Yonshin? I'm Jung Yonshin from the Radiant Demon Squad. A blue robe warrior. People start as a white robe warrior first, before advancing to a blue robe warrior next. However, not everyone becomes a blue robe. There are also people who take more than 10 years to become a blue robe. The blue robe warriors of the Desolate Fortress are people who won't lose to even the pinnacle martial masters who represent the major martial sects. I've trained in the heavenly sword arts for 20 years. While swords are said to have no eyes, the swords of masters do have eyes. Despite that, I won't be showing mercy in this duel. You better keep that in mind. All right. A blue robe of the heavenly squad. I wonder what kind of sword style he uses. Let's throw away unnecessary thoughts. I will simply use my own style of martial arts. I'll let you have the first attack. Come at me. Limit releasing technique. He's fast! That's the speed? Possessed by a white robe? Seeing that level of skill at that age inevitably takes away one's breath. With young Yanshin's skills, if he doesn't make use of this opportunity, then he won't be able to win. The limit-releasing technique while being rational. I have gotten stronger than before I entered this place. Now, I have my physical body trained with the Zheng clan's movement art and the principles of martial arts. The more inclined the sword trajectory is, the more back muscles it uses. When taking a step forward and turning with core energy, it creates rotational force. I have learned another move. The white robe won. I only won because I had overwhelming momentum as he was taken by surprise. If we fight again, the results would definitely be different. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to observe such high-level swordsmanship. I was surprised by your sword trajectory and rotational force. You possess martial prowess beyond your years. You have an incredible talent for the sword. You're the lightning genius, Zheng Yonshin, right? On top of being so young, you possess martial prowess that's unfathomable. The Radiant Demon Squad has found a treasure. I'm truly so envious of that. I'll name this new technique, Energy Accumulation Discharge. An elixir of the heavenly squad, and that's yours now. Damn, he's such a monster. To think he'd defeat a skilled swordsman like Gui Quan, a blue robe of the heavenly squad. Sword demon Baek Mirieo. Even so, he's hardworking, humble, and polite. He's also good at seeing through martial arts. That's definitely talent we've never seen before. When I use a technique while sparring, that kid would somehow be able to apply the same principle in a different posture. In addition, the way he executes it is much more precise. I would hate to use exclusive martial arts in front of him. He's got some kind of innate talent for reinterpreting martial arts. Yeah, he does it as if he learned the martial arts a long time ago. He's a real monster. I don't know how much you'll be able to draw out of the elixir. Usually, people would absorb about 60 to 70% of it. But depending on the situation, it could be even less than that. If you act recklessly because you feel like you're absorbing less, you could damage your energy core or blood vessels. So don't be too obsessed with absorbing it. The way to consume an elixir is to allow the elixir to flow into your core energy and circulate that energy endlessly until it is melted completely. I'll step in and help if your energy circulation becomes unstable. So don't get surprised by that and adapt accordingly. I feel my energy increasing just as the elixir enters my body. Looks like they've started. I'm curious to know how much stronger he'll get after eating the elixir. I heard he's absorbing an elixir for the first time, yet his circulation of his energy is extremely natural. There's absolutely no need for me to help. Congrats. You've completely absorbed the elixir. The newly obtained core energy seems pretty strong. I didn't expect him to successfully absorb the whole elixir. Not only that, he did it without any help. Now that I have more energy, I can detect presences that I didn't detect previously. My skills are surrounding this place. Were they protecting me because I would become completely vulnerable while absorbing the elixir? I was getting protected while I absorbed the elixir. Captain, why is everyone being so nice to me? We aren't taking special care of you. This is done for everyone in the Radiant Demon Squad. It becomes something natural once you risk your life a few times in the Jianghu. The stronger you become, the better it is for the Radiant Demon Squad as well. I have more energy now. What I had before can't even compare to this. I want to check out just how much stronger my martial arts have gotten. Yeonshin? Zen Sword Demon? Did you come out to train because you couldn't take it anymore? I also realized something suddenly after seeing your fight. Did you learn something? Congratulations. It's just a small move. I'm sorry if you had plans to train, but how about a spar? I can train alone anytime, but it's a rare opportunity to be able to spar with the Zen Sword Demon's palm strike techniques. Just call me Mirio. I'll make the first move. You're truly scary. Did you train to use the one-inch strike? A swordsman that has learned the Radiant Demon arts can't only use swords. The one-inch strike is very useful in close combat. To deal with the energies mixed in the body, you need to first destroy the enhanced protection energy. After using core energy in the burst discharge to increase tension, the one-inch strike really becomes more efficient. May I say something even though I'm new here? Go on. I have been more sensitive when it comes to detecting energy ever since I was young. The way you used your core energy attracted my attention. You were able to see the movement of my core energy? How were you able to know the movement of my core energy then? I can't see the core energy that's within your body. I was only able to see the flow of the burst discharge and the waves of core energy that were generated on the outside. That's still really hard to believe. Even purple robe martial masters may not have energy detection skills of that level. White, blue, black, and purple. The purple robe martial masters are at the top of the Desolate Fortress hierarchy. Although, I guess it's possible if it's you. I'll listen to your advice. Your palm strike seems to be more suited for puncturing technique rather than the one-inch strike. While it may seem more suited for one-inch strike, perhaps because of the way you discharge your energy, it would be way more powerful if you were to use it with the puncturing technique. Hey, do you think I'm some kind of idiot that can't use something as simple as the puncturing technique? Do you think that's the reason I didn't use it? My apologies. It seems I've said something unnecessary to upset you. I'm sorry, and thank you. Captain, the lightning genius figured out my martial arts. Have you ever told him about the origins of my martial arts? What crazy bullshit are you spouting? Why would I tell him something that important? How did he figure it out then? Did it seem as if he had figured out that you tweaked the lost martial arts? The heavenly demon sacred arts? It did seem like that. Yes, that kid's special. It would be hard to find anyone else like him within the Jianghu. People like him occasionally appear in the world. Pinnacle martial masters, who are considered the strongest in the world alongside the noble race and iron race. Is that kid that special? Yes. He's definitely the future of the desolate fortress. I don't know how others who haven't seen him think, but the advice he gives shouldn't be underestimated and thought of as trivial. Are you telling me to discuss the heavenly demon sacred arts with him? Yes. There are limits to learning it alone, and I don't have enough time to help you. Right now, the correct thing to do would be to seek his help, because he possesses the qualities of a martial arts founder who can adapt any martial art to one's body. A martial arts founder. If you feel bothered by it, it's probably just you. Actually, a small mission just appeared. I want you to go as a team with the lightning genius and observe how he overcomes life and death situations, and see if he's really that special. Within 5 years, he's the one that'll become the next Radiant Demon Squad captain. Go see for yourself whether he's someone worthy of becoming your superior. Zhenping County, stage station. We rode on horses for 10 days. Recently, people who bring offerings to the Blood Flame cult have settled down in a village and would routinely slaughter livestock while ruining crops. The village is located in Zhenping County in the south of Shaanxi. Usually, the Shaanxi branch would be able to deal with them, but there was an incident where the elixir of the Mount Hua sect was stolen. An elixir of the Mount Hua sect was stolen. Could the elixir stolen be the plum blossom pill that's on par with the Shaolin Temple's Great Revitalization pill? I suspect so. That situation has escalated and now involves the whole of Shaanxi. They don't have spare manpower and have asked us, the main Desolate Fortress branch, for help. I want you all to go and deal with this. The Blood Flame cult. We requested for help so long ago, yet you're only here now. Was going to act respectfully towards the Desolate Fortress, since you're the sword of our empire. But how could you be so slow? Huh. To think they'd send a team that's so young? To begin, can you even defeat that man with just the 4 of you? Always ignorant officials. Having visited numerous counties, I've seen many of them who haven't even seen a true martial artist before. So, there are people like him who think that the Desolate Fortress is their broom or something. How dare you be so disrespectful? How can I block his mute acupoint? I do it. Let's get this over with. And leave. What nonsense is that? We don't take orders from you. Yonshin, you learned how to block acupoints too? I've been contemplating, but I think just calling you by your name doesn't feel respectful enough. I'll call you a warrior. Do as you please. Desolate Fortress, Sacred Warrior. You know about how the Muram and government don't interfere with each other, don't you? The government and the Muram will not invade each other. However, when it comes to the government, we get more freedom than the other martial artists because the imperial family allows it. It's fine even if we want to mess around with the idiots who think they have us on a leash. That's the kind of group the Desolate Fortress is. That being said, you should never overdo it. You did great just now, though, sir. Say something, please. That village over there. Pwaha! A blood flame cultist. He's fast. That's the noble race's mobility art. Grass flutter. Damn it. I wasn't able to train much in mobility arts. The lack of proper mobility arts experience from the Jung Manor is giving me a huge disadvantage. Hey, are you all right? Asshole, hand the child over. Perhaps. Because it's a child, it's full of life energy. This solid fortress. A blue robe, too. What the hell? Looking at how fast he is, his mobility art probably sacrifices his own life in exchange for speed. Those blood flame cultists are the worst. Your overall martial arts skills are all right for a white robe, but your stamina is lacking. You need to train to improve your stamina more from now on. As for Yonshin, your basics are surprisingly well trained. To the extent it's rare to find someone like you, even amongst the 9 great sects and 8 great clans. I noticed it when I saw how you ran without using any techniques. Just from your physical abilities alone, there's probably no one in the Radiant Demon Squad who can hold a candle to you. A frail and thin member of a noble race like Chungmyung can never be your match in terms of physical abilities. That's right. You don't have to be disappointed about not knowing any mobility arts. Yunshin, do you want to learn mobility arts from me? What? Learn mobility arts? While I did say I can teach you mobility arts, I can't teach you the martial arts of my household. I guess you could say that this is the way those from noble races move. Normally, people wouldn't be able to do it even if they know how it works. I just thought that you might be able to do it. I can learn how those from noble races move. There's no need to be too happy. No one in the Radiant Demon Squad was able to learn it. Pardon? He already taught those in the Radiant Demon Squad who wanted to learn it. However, no one succeeded in learning it. While I call this his form mobility art, it doesn't rely on anything physical. Okay, there's energy at the tip of his feet, sudden movements in his core energy. This is just how we walk and run. His footsteps are light. I couldn't sense his presence. He mastered methods of the noble races. That wasn't core energy, but something similar to core energy that was supporting his body. Even when coming down, it's as if he's a leaf that's falling. Do you get it? I'm thinking about what I can do to use core energy to create wind since I don't have authority like the noble races. You were able to tell that it's the energy of nature just by watching it once? Wasn't that why you showed it to me? Thanks to you, I have a few ideas. If I stop my movement like a technique, then divide my core energy and use it. I think this will take a while. I'll go get us a place to stay. The energy of nature. Holy shit. It's hard to believe that he has only been here for 1 month, yet has already learned the noble race's mobility art. No one can deny the fact that he has the qualities of a martial arts founder. Even our captain chose to focus on his own mobility arts in the end. Go see for yourself whether he's someone worthy of becoming your superior. That aside, is it all right for us to send him there alone? Those guys are people who got scared and stayed inside for a month. Besides, it's just a reconnaissance mission, so Yinshin alone should be sufficient. Definitely feel lighter. The proportion of speed and amount of effort put in can't even be compared to what it was previously. This is awesome. I've finally discovered their hideout. I just need to go back and inform the rest now. Who are you? That outfit. You're from the desolate fortress. Are you alone? You fool. You came here alone despite being only a white robe? Blame your own bad luck. None of these guys can be allowed to continue living. Child, wait for a while. I'll bury you after all this is over. The radiant demon art. Swift sword style. Blood flame cult, you guys believe that the weak are prey to the strong, don't you? How does it feel being killed by someone stronger than you? A loud energy is coming from inside of the cave. Does this mean that this isn't just the hideout of a few Blood Flame cult members, but a branch of the Blood Flame cult? You dare recklessly attack this place. Kill him! Time to pay for the blood you spilled. That bastard is here too. How dare you come here? Manitou'll pay with your blood. To think a white robe of the desolate fortress would dare cause such a ruckus. That dreary energy does not belong to these guys. He's on a completely different level, compared to those I have fought so far. I heard that when part of one's body returned to what it used to be, means that person has reached the level of being able to refine their core energy. Refers to the man having long hair. This means he is the strongest person that's in charge of this place, the branch leader. From what I know, they're called Bloodmaster Swordsmen in the Blood Flame cult. I'll use your pain to strengthen my blood. The title of the Blood Flame cult branch leaders, to the normal person or their subordinates, they're almost like death gods. And there aren't any martial masters who possess the martial prowess to kill them. I'll go all out before he even gets close. Back then, I was only able to win because I launched a barrage of attacks before my opponent could respond. The desolate fortress has made you arrogant. I'm no longer the old me. Not bad? You little bastard. I lost to a mere white robe. Looks like you've only inflicted pain onto others and never received it. I hope all of you go to paradise. Help me with the kid. He's not dead. You fought, didn't you? What happened? No, that aside. Are you all right? I'm fine. This isn't my blood. I discovered a place that seemed to be a blood flame cult branch. Good. I'm glad you're safe. Blood flame cult branch? There were 8 red-haired blood flame cultists. A blood flame cultist who was causing trouble in Zhenping County. One particularly strong demonic cultist with red and black hair. If he had red and black hair, he must have been a Bloodmaster swordsman. In that case, it's true that you found their branch. I can't believe there is a blood flame cult branch that has planted its roots and is feeding off the people here. No matter what the mission is, the blood flame cult is a target of the desolate fortress that needs to be destroyed. We will now raid their branch. Yonshin, you have accomplished a great feat. I have some rest now. Yeah, I'll go with Chungmyung to clean up that branch. There's no need for you to go. You just need to get government troops to do so. They need to help the victims. The government troops are enough, and the victims need help. Yonshin, are you saying that you defeated all of them, including the Bloodmaster swordsman? Yes, I killed them all. You destroyed a blood flame cult branch by yourself? The mobility art you taught me really helped a lot. The Bloodmaster swordsmen have strange regeneration abilities. Wasn't it dangerous? Pardon? There were some who drove them to the brink of death, but got stabbed in their backs and died because they didn't know about their ability to regenerate. Regeneration abilities. They have that, huh? Regeneration gotten could be dangerous. Yes, abilities to regenerate do exist, but the fight's over, so... The desolate fortress. I did not expect a Bloodmaster swordsman to be involved in a mission. I expected to be simple. This might actually be better. We were able to see what the white robes on the mission are really capable of. Tell me, how was the lightning genius like when faced with a life and death situation? I doubt that was really a life and death situation. Yes, if a Bloodmaster swordsman was there, then it means their forces were at least on a branch level. Isn't that very dangerous to a white robe? The two of you didn't go ahead and destroy the branch because you both wanted to protect the white robes, did you? About that. Actually, we didn't see anything. He went on the reconnaissance mission alone, then annihilated the entire blood flame cult branch by himself. What you're saying is, he went in there alone and killed all the blood flame cult members, including the Bloodmaster swordsman? Yes. I can't believe I've grown attached to this place. It's nice to be back. Oh, Yanshin, don't you feel like the atmosphere was a little electric when we returned? Yeah, it was as if they were having a festival. I heard it's because the former Divine Sword Squad captain has returned to fight for the position of Elder Council Leader. He brought a boy back with him who is said to be an adopted son of the famed Desolate Ma clan. The boy is rumored to be extremely talented. The Desolate Ma clan. That is my mother's clan. However, they have never come to Xinyu County before, not even Mai. Such a story is something you'd hear in the villages. It's like they cut off their ties with their daughter who married into a household that would make them seem like they're of the lower classes. Captain, did you call for me? His energy is different again. To think he annihilated an entire blood flame cult branch by himself. That wasn't by luck. The Fortress Master asked us to meet her together. The Desolate Fortress Master? Have there been instances when she'd asked to meet white robe warriors after their enlistment meeting? None. That's the lightning genius of the Radiant Demon Squad. The one who killed a Bloodmaster swordsman It's so hard to believe. A white robe killing a bloodmaster swordsman. He looks younger than I had imagined. It's natural for others to be paying attention to you. To be able to destroy a blood flame cult branch by yourself means that you're now considered a martial master within the desolate fortress. Yes, sir. My concept of time is different from theirs. I don't have the luxury of time. If I want to win, I must become as strong as a divine sword captain before I turn 20. I need to advance from white to blue, to become someone capable of leading 17 squads, like the Radiant Demon Squad. As a purple-robed divine sword squad captain. I heard you have one grandchild. Fortress Master, the blood of a lowly place can't flow far. I'll be glad if he doesn't bring shame to the Ma clan. This child is my successor. While he's not from the main family, he's exceptionally talented. Greetings, Fortress Master. That man is the former Divine Sword Squad captain. He's a purple-robe martial master who's stronger than Captain Ma Jin. You must be the lightning genius from the Radiant Demon Squad. I'm Ma Yanjiok, and I used to lead the Divine Sword Squad. I told the Fortress Master that my grandson would like to see a martial master. That's his peer. I guess he doesn't know who I am? I heard about you recently. Okay. Now that I'm seeing you in person, I feel like the rumors don't do you justice. You're very accomplished. It's hard to believe that you've attained so much at such a young age. Greetings, grandfather. I am Jung Yanshin of the Radiant Demon Squad. What? What are you talking about? Jung Yanshin. The surname Jung. Are you? Perhaps? Nice to meet you. My sister's son? Sister? Ma Jin is my mother's brother? You are my maternal uncle? My apologies. I'm not very sure of the clan relations on my mother's side. Even those who were in my father's clan, which has been destroyed, have pretty much given up on me. The Zheng Manor. What has been destroyed? Did you just say that the Zheng Manor has been destroyed? Based on their reactions, it seems that they didn't know the Zheng Manor had fallen. Fortress Master, may I talk to him alone? My mother is not a member of your clan, so I don't belong there. As a warrior of the desolate fortress, I respect your accomplishments here, but I am uncomfortable with having any other personal conversations. Radiant Demon Squad's lightning genius. I like your spirit. I won't acknowledge this. I can't do it. Someone like him is grandfather's direct descendant? Also, how could he show such disrespect to the former Divine Sword Squad captain? He has completely forgotten that he's in the presence of the desolate Fortress Master. I have no need for your acknowledgement. Besides, I'm not from the desolate fortress's Ma clan. I'm the Radiant Demon Squad's lightning genius. How dare you? Perhaps allow me to have a duel with him. I'll prove that he's not worthy of being your blood relative. There's no need for me to agree to it, though. That being said, if you request an exchange for learning, I'll accede to it. I have no need to prove my value to your clan. You little. I guess he learned the fist or palm strikes of the Ma clan. Have enough talking. Yeonjok is an old-time friend who journeyed with me for a long time, and the lightning genius is a promising subordinate. Any conflicts between the two of you would put me in a tough spot, so I prefer for it to be settled as martial artists. Bet what you want from each other. Lightning genius. I know this is of no benefit to you. Of Yeonjok. No matter the outcome of the duel, I'll grant you one request. Even that? That's not possible for now. It would be the same even if Yonjuk was the one making that request, because he has already received a different reward for his contribution as the Divine Sword Squad captain. Although, I could teach you one of my vital energy techniques. She'll teach him martial arts? He'll learn from the Fortress Master, who's known to be the strongest in the world? He looks like he'll request to learn martial arts instead of following grandfather's will if he wins. To think my mother's clan would take in such a person to be the successor. I'll do it. You guys have the whole place to yourselves, so you can do whatever you want. The Radiant Demon Squad alone is good enough for me right now. So, I don't need the Ma clan. Bring it on. Bastard. I guess she has consumed really good elixirs, seeing as she possesses way more energy than I do. Limit releasing technique. Why aren't you unsheathing your sword? Because your fist strike techniques are pretty good. You little. I just thought of a strong fist strike technique. By the count of 10, this will come to an end. He'll end this fight in 10 moves. I understand that he's talented, but still... No. When he said that, he didn't mean that it would end in 10 moves. Instead, he probably meant that in 10 seconds, he would create a new martial art. I just thought of a strong fist strike technique. By the count of 10, this will come to an end. In those 10 moves you're talking about, I'll give it my all. This is the fusion fist strike. That's good. Instead of getting all riled up by what I said, he calmed himself down. Additionally, from the waves of core energy that I am feeling, I can see that he was not taught in a slipshod manner by my grandfather, who was a purple robe and someone respected by the world. Although you said you'd use a fist strike, go ahead and use a palm strike instead if you wish. I don't need your advice, so just do your best. You'll be able to show me plenty of things. What's with his strength? The lightning genius accumulated more energy, rather than losing what he had. Accumulated energy. Second strike. Don't tell me. He got inspiration for that last attack from the fusion fist strike? He has become even stronger. Good. Show me even more. You're too arrogant. Palm strikes. That's interesting. A fist art that gets stronger the longer a fight lasts. I can't believe. He has really created a new martial art in such a short time. I've finally created a martial art that can be called a famed ultimate technique. That was a really good fight. To think I'd see someone creating a martial art. I'm embarrassed. I hope that I didn't waste your time. Not at all. You're being too humble. Do you have a name for the new technique? It's called the Infinite Blossom Fist Strike. A fist strike technique that blooms endlessly, huh? What a perfect name. Great work. And congratulations. You've created an incredible martial art. I've only managed to work out its framework. I'm still not satisfied with the moves in it. Additionally, when I use palm strikes, I'm relying completely on the radiant demon arts. Even with that much, there won't be many white robes who can take on that attack of yours. I always try to not be surprised, but I can't help it when you're growing stronger at such a rapid pace. It's not fast enough yet. What must I do to gain your forgiveness? Activated purple aura, known as the Absolute Being. His presence determines life and death for most people, earning him the title of a godlike figure. That kind of person. Bowed his head to me? Grandfather showing such a side is the heaviest burden for me. The past cannot be reversed. To me, the people from my mother's side are no different from strangers. Right now, Magwangik is my family. You can build bonds over time, can't you? I don't even have enough time to improve my martial arts. I won in the duel, recklessly initiated by your grandson. So, respect me as a martial artist. Since Siomei won, we should settle this. I will teach Siomai the type of martial arts he needs when he desires. Also, Siomai can request one thing from the Ipwang family. That too, I will deliver through Daiju at the moment. I choose. You're going to use me as a messenger? Siomai. Here's a mission that will benefit you. Siyan. Jasodan? Yes, it's the treasured elixir of the martial arts world, considered sacred by the Hwasan sect. The Hwazan sect has lost it. Many sects and martial artists are moving to acquire it. It'll be chaos with martial artists swarming. We'll accompany the Hwasan sect in searching for the Josadan. Technically, we're joining the search, but it's to minimize casualties caused by conflict. It's a position where you'll wield your sword amidst great disputes. It's certainly a mission that will be helpful to you. It's an opportunity to freely exchange swords with renowned martial artists. Given your unique talent, I believe you'll gain achievements unmatched by mere training. That's unfortunate, not being able to wear the Ipoing uniform to avoid revealing our help to the Hwasan sect. The masters of Ipwang have arrived. We've been waiting. Hwasan sect. Magwangik. Cheonjujin. If it's Cheonjujin, he's the leader of the Plum Blossom Sword Masters, and an unparalleled expert. As the black-robed Margin moved to match him, it felt like when Margin first revealed his strengths, Ilrion's sword Plum, blue-eyed demon sword. They're all familiar faces. Introductions aren't necessary. We'll settle this with the swords we crossed last time. Demon sword? Huh? I see how the Ipwang side views this matter. Even Imawangik brought his disciple. Because of my attire, they didn't think I was a white Ipwang martial artist, but a disciple. That is, the Ipwang disciple over there also seems unusual. How about having them exchange swords with our sect leader's disciple? It might be a little entertainment. You're trying to crush their spirit. It's tricky for the masters to exchange swords since we're about to travel together. You're testing the future of the sects instead? Master is causing trouble again. Will 5 seconds suffice? You'll learn something. Do your best. I don't know what you expect me to learn. I've heard Magwangik's martial arts are based on sensory techniques. How profound is the Hwazan sect's martial arts? They mentioned the 5-second remark. Oh, are you upset? Sorry, I didn't mean to look down on you. It's just that this morning's training stuck with me, and it slipped out. I am Yu Hyun of the Hwasun sect. Yu Hyun, the prodigy of Hwasun, the disciple of the Hwasun sect leader, said to be a genius. The future of Hwasun's next generation. Rumors say he has already started learning the Purple Radiance divine technique, and now I'm up against someone like him. I am Yu Hyun of the Mount Hwa sect. Jung Yonshin. Dark Fragrance Strike. Is that the falling petal technique? It has many variations. Shihwa Mugayuk Fist. First form spiral. What kind of power? Second form. Advancing wall. Falling petal technique. The falling petal technique of the Mount Hwa sect. It seems sufficient to inspire the third form of the Shihwa Mugayuk Fist. Let's make it a bit longer. I'd like to make it about 10 seconds. That attack just now, it can be set as the third form. I'll name it the third form of the Shihwa Mugayuk Fist. Fist Blossom. What is that? Wasn't that the third form? How can Mount Hwa's prodigy? Who is that boy? Bring him here. IP Huangsong has been raising a dragon. Just how much more will they refine Murim in the future? That's quite an exaggeration. IP Huangxiang won't act unless the people are harmed. A plausible justification remains unchanged. Did you say your name is Jung Yanshin? I've seen some good martial arts. It looked similar to the falling petal technique. There's no way the Mount Hwa sect's martial arts reached you. I didn't know such martial arts existed in the world. It must have even inspired the lazy disciples of the sect leader. If you're ever forced to leave IP Huangsong, remember that Mount Hwa will treat you as a guest. Stop! You've crossed the line. I admit my greed got the better of me. I've made a fool of myself. Because such remarkable talent is awe-inspiring, incredible. It seems difficult to endure. With that form, I've used up almost all of my internal energy. The Shihwa Mugayuk Fist delivers power in every stance. However, the amount of internal energy consumed is also a burden. For now, I'll have to use a sword in actual combat. You should open your middle dantian quickly. If your internal energy is lacking, you'll need to at least supplement your stamina. Did you say middle dantian? It seems you don't know the function of the middle dantian. It has effects even the upper dantian, said to hold the spirit, can't achieve. Your internal energy will become a bit more solid. My internal energy will become solid? It means your efficiency will improve. Have you ever heard of masters who fought for 7 days and nights without tiring, right? They trained their middle dantian. The flow of internal energy becomes more stable, allowing them to execute large techniques multiple times. Even a fairly strong blow won't easily disrupt their flow of energy. That's also why Cheong Myong could exchange swords with Namgung's best swordsman. The middle dantian. How do I open it? If you train your lower dantian for a long time, it will open naturally. Focus your breathing and energy circulation on your upper body. Isn't there a faster way? Sister. What? Sister? Did you say it's the twin ghosts? Yes, the culprit is the twin ghosts. They're infamous thieves north of the Yangtze River. Yes, it's the same ones who stole your martial arts manual. Isn't it obvious? Did they steal a martial arts manual? There's a story behind it. From now, we'll smash the signboards of Shangzi's unorthodox factions connected to the twin ghosts. What will the Huashan sect do in the meantime? While we draw attention, they'll secretly infiltrate their sects. Do we have a justification for removing their signboards? You don't seem to know much about unorthodox martial artists. They collect protection money without any imperial approval. From the Empire's perspective, distinguishing orthodox and unorthodox is simple. It's whether the people donate voluntarily or have money extorted at sword point. They're pests feeding on the nation. Even if we kill them, new pests gather, so we leave them be. There's no need for justification to strike them. How many factions are we targeting? 5 for now. It'll take 2. I'll go alone as well. Do you want sole credit? The risk is significant. I'll handle it. Handling a group alone is a different matter entirely. Group battles are the most unpredictable, incomparable to one-on-one duels. Oh, that's something I need to experience as well. Fine. I'll allocate the targets here. 5. Siomai. Your target is the Mantis sect in Yanho County. Sion. From what I've heard, they're a vicious bunch. They don't even hesitate to abduct women. What's the mission? Wipe out the entire sect on your own. You're going alone. Are you sure you don't want to reconsider? The Mantis sect isn't ordinary. Dozens of them are trained in martial arts, and even a low-ranking member wiped out Yanho Alley on his own. Can you tell me more about the Mantis sect? They took over Yanho Street 3 years ago. They've abducted over a dozen people as servants. Their atrocities are severe, and they seem to have the magistrate in their pocket. Has anyone seen their martial arts? I've heard they use all kinds of weapons. I've seen them from a distance a few times, and they use not only swords and spears, but also strangely curved blades. They moved so fast it was hard to follow with the eye. One swing of the blade took off the heads of 2 people. It seems they haven't fully developed their martial system, but they've learned martial arts. Are there still many people being held captive? What do they call their group? The magistrate is in cahoots with the Mantis sect, so there's no one to help. Yanho County. No wonder the Yellow Emperor City was established here. Just to confirm, are you government soldiers? And are the ones tied up criminals? Demonic light severance. Rapid sword technique. You're quite skilled for a young one. Where did you learn your martial arts? Your dagger technique stance seemed off. Did you learn it properly? You were pretty fast. What was that martial art you just showed? Some makeshift skill. What's its name? Oh, that sword. If we offer it to the sect leader. Demonic light severance. Rapid sword technique. Urg. My wife. Nayun. Thank you. Thank you. What about the Mantis sect? They're over there. That brat killed our disciples? He dared to wear the dragon robe that only the Emperor can wear. Is he a traitor? Do not interfere. It's been a while since I've tasted the edge of a blade. Even if you're playing the hero, why did you have to show your face to our sect? What's your name? Why should a man about to die hear my name? I need to know your master to claim the credit. Swift sword. Is it because I've grown? I can see the path of the sword strikes. What kind of power is this? Striker. I can see the sword's trajectory. strike and pass through. Strike and move. What is this? In a group battle, you must take the initiative. Think of the hand holding the sword as a fist. This. I will destroy the signboard of the praying mantis sect. What? Crazy. Call the sex sword. Hurry. Summon the sex sword. The sex sword. Are you talking about the blood demon sex sword? Is the fiery flame sect backing you? Ah. Speak. Yes. Yes. Was sleeping in the annex, right? Sleeping? The blood demon sect sword. There's no way he wouldn't sense a fight of this level. You are quite skilled. I didn't expect you to block that. Blood demon sect sword. Blue robe warrior? If you slay about 5 Bloodmaster swordsmen, you can be recognized as a blue robe warrior regardless of your age. I got lucky. Now I just have 3 more to go. I must end it here now. This is the center of the Mantis sect. If I let this fight drag on, I'll lower my chances of winning. Go to hell. Infinite Blossom Fist. Strike Vortex. Bastard. I won't be listening to your last words. The sect is gone. Don't try to run away. Sir, thank you so much. You have sought our revenge for us. Thank you so much, sir. You have brought peace to my dead daughter. Xi'an is the Zhongnan sect's territory, though. How did such a thing happen? The Zhongnan sect is fighting against the Tyrant Sword tribe. They are fighting? That is why all the martial arts schools under the Zhongnan sect have gone up Mount Zhongnan. If they're up against the Tyrant Sword tribe, then the Zhongnan sect will have to risk their lives. It won't end with just 1 or 2 martial masters dying. I need to go to Zhongnan. The 13 Skies is an unorthodox group that rules over the unorthodox faction. The Desolate Fortress's interference is a necessity. A lot of credit can also be claimed by taking the heads of the Tyrant Sword tribe's martial masters. So Ma Jin will allow me to do that too. Have you found traces of the battle maniac? It seems he wasn't at the Mantis sect. I see. That's a pity. That was a splendid display of martial arts. You are the future Radiant Demon Squad leader. Leader? No. You might even become the Divine Sword Squad leader. That will widen our sect's horizon of knowledge. Whenever I think about you saying that you only needed 5 exchanges of moves. Exchanges of moves? I feel restless. How about becoming friends with me? I feel like you would be interested in the Manhwa sect's martial arts too. Besides, the Desolate Fortress isn't that far from the Manhwa sect. I don't have any matters to attend to at the Manhwa sect. I won't refuse to see if you do come look for me, though you must learn new martial art before visiting each time. He energy around him has changed a little. Looks like you got slashed on your back. Sit down. I'll help you apply some balm. How did the mission go? The Blood Flame cult was there? And there was even a Bloodmaster swordsman. Wow. Do you just proved that what happened in Zhenping County wasn't a fluke? The Blood Flame cult has made another move. And they have even stationed Bloodmaster swordsmen in places where they're usually not seen. This is definitely not normal. In any case, Lightning Genius, you've accomplished a great feat. I feel like problems are following you around. Yet you have resolved them all, and brought back information that will be of aid to the Murim. I have something to say. Would like to go up Mount Zhongnan. You want to climb Mount Zhongnan? Yes. I'm worried about my nephew's safety. We've just received the news as well. However, Mount Zhongnan is dangerous right now. The Broken Sword sect is different from the Blood Flame cult. You can't simply call them heretics. They refine orthodox martial arts and sorcery alike. They're mad about getting stronger and don't know any limits. More importantly, no mission has been assigned. We are content with fulfilling our assigned duties. A Grandmaster could assess the situation and assign a mission at their discretion. I'll be honest. How can we send you when we don't know if you'll return from Mount Zhongnan? Everyone in Wangxiang who knows your talent would be worried. Anyone would be tempted by such a place. They even say there are rare treasures. There was also talk about the Manhwa Swordmaster mentioning a guest. What if the Grandmaster cannot separate public from private matters? And is this all the trust I've earned in Magwangik? I have made clear contributions. Please let me go. Record this as an individual merit. You've cornered me. Ah, that's true. It's not something I can outright refuse. But take one move from me. Grandmaster? Just one move. Just one move. If you nullify or evade it, I'll let you go. Even so, to stand out in Kangho, you need that level of skill. If you manage to take my one move, I'll promise you another reward. Understood. Thank you for granting me permission. Keep this in mind. This is a rare chance to witness the Magwangik Lord's technique. Isn't an IP Huangxiang black-level master comparable to a peerless swordsman? Especially in chaotic battles. They're stronger than me. The Magwangik Lord's nickname is Naraksal, Hellslayer. It means he completely dominates the battlefield. Many hypocritical villains have fallen as wandering souls at his hands, including famous sect leaders. Especially when facing a master of that caliber, even simple movements can't be underestimated, because even a single strike contains the essence of instant death. Unlike the martial artists of the 9 sects who pursue the ultimate in swordsmanship, it's a martial art thoroughly refined for practical combat. No matter how much you train, it seems difficult. Among our peers, there wouldn't be anyone who could withstand even one move from such a master. Will you give me some time? Some time? Take as much as you need. I intend to show you a strike that even white-level masters can't handle. So sharpen your senses accordingly. In Huangzong, there are fewer than 30 black-level grandmasters. But there's no need to be nervous. Just reveal the martial arts you've learned. I'll let you take the first move. That palm technique looks like it could break through a thick fortress wall in one strike. I have to dodge it. I can't escape this with the movement techniques I've learned so far. But the single-step technique... What was that footwork just now? I simply walked, because I saw a way to survive. I'll name it Radiant Wings Step, Huanikbo. I permit Siomai's journey to Mount Zhongnan. You want to climb Zhongnam Mountain? Yes. I am concerned for my nephew's safety. I'll lend it to you. I don't understand the meaning. A white martial robe with a blue Desolate Fortress long coat. That means Desolate Fortress guarantees you as an outstanding rising star. You hold the authority to give commands to all white-clad warriors of Desolate Fortress. Rising star, term referring to a rising or top talent among the next generation of martial artists. If anyone asks, tell them that Ma Guang Demon Sword has acknowledged you. That should keep unnecessary trouble away. Consider it as me personally handing you the long coat. White robes with a blue long coat. It suits you quite well. It feels a bit awkward. I believe you will adjust quickly, young hero. Thank you, Hyunwon. It wasn't mere flattery. They seem to be warriors from Jeonnam, so the conflict is indeed happening. They're stationed not at the entrance of the main hall, but all the way down the mountain. Kim Kel. State your sect, name, and your purpose here. As you can see, we are from Desolate Fortress. I am subordinate of Maguang Jung Ifon Klin. Likewise, I am Hyunwon Chung of Desolate Fortress under Maguang. Are you trying to prove your identity with clothing alone? Do young warriors from Desolate Fortress act independently like this? Enough. Unfortunately, the main hall is in wartime conditions. You must understand that we cannot simply take strangers at their word. What? Are you really from Desolate Fortress? Are you saying you dare to pressure disciples of Jeonnam sect in Jeongnan? What did you say? It seems their battle is not going smoothly. The pride of the 9 great sects is already shaken, and now young warriors boldly appear, claiming to be from Desolate Fortress. No wonder they're feeling irritated. That one so young as you pretend to be warriors of Desolate Fortress, especially in these turbulent times. Even if you truly were from Desolate Fortress, it would still be a problem. How could they send just 2 people to Jeongnan? It seems the once great prestige of Desolate Fortress is just an old tale now, throwing insults at warriors from another sect without cause. Perhaps you should reconsider your words. Are you trying to intimidate us? Enough. She is strong. Young lady. Her strength is comparable to Desolate Fortress Blue Rank. What a sight. Your actions hardly befit disciples of the sect. Let's discuss this later. My apologies. I have no face to show. It is shameful before the honored guests of Desolate Fortress. I am Jung Yan Shin, subordinate of Maguang. This is Heian Wanchang from the same squad. I'm Wiji Myoa from the Zhongnan sect. Wiji Myoa? She's the Cloud Sword Dragon of the Zhongnan sect. Cloud Sword, Dragon Wiji Myoa. A martial master who is said to have descended from the heavens by mistake because of how great a genius she is. Her reputation has already spread throughout the world. It's an honor to meet you, a sword dragon who is famed throughout the world, Lady Wiji. I have acted rudely by drawing my sword in the Jeongnan sect's territory. My apologies for that, Lady Wiji. Although you were about to launch a technique, I saw my juniors wanting to attack first. I would like to apologize on behalf of my juniors. We have kept our important guests waiting here for too long. I will now bring you to the main sect's location. I'll listen to the details of your visit after we go up. Yanshin, thank you. Uncle, have you been well? The sect leader and the Supreme Elder had to go and deal with the leader of the Tyrant Sword Tribe. Since we have guests from the Desolate Fortress, I brought along the one with the highest seniority in this place. I am Jung Yeon-shin. I am Hyun Wanchung, the Jeongnan Sword Immortal. I pay my respects to you, Sword immortal. He's stronger than Elder Yonshin. He may even be stronger than Ma Yonjok. How old are you? I'm 16 years old this year. Ho! Ho! Will you take a look at that? Elder Zhang, what are you telling an outsider to do? It is the long-time wish of our sect to restore the lost martial art, Eclipse of the Nine Suns. The Sword Ancestor wasn't someone from our sect. He was a guest invited by the Ancestral Grandmaster to stay here with us after they became friends. In his old age, he carved the steps of his own martial arts onto Mount Zhongnan. We can't really say that the Eclipse of the Nine Suns is an ultimate art of the Zhongnan sect. I think my days are numbered. I'll do anything to see the sword art of my benefactor once again. Miowa, while you're the only one talented enough here to have a chance at restoring the Eclipse of the Nine Suns, I don't want to burden only you with my last lingering regret. I don't understand. Not even. I am able to get even an inkling of the sword art. What do you see in him when you've only just met him? Take a good look. Wait, he's gone into a transcendent trance? He fell into that state after looking at the slashes left on the cliff? Those are sword slashes. I'm certain of it. The multiple traces carved into the cliff are the remnants of sword strikes. It hardly feels like a technique performed by a human. The sword ancestor who passed away 50 years ago carved those onto the cliff. The sword ancestor, Ouyang Chion's. The place where he was a disciple and then expelled from was the Tyrant Sword Tribe. This contains the very essence of all their sword techniques. The only person who can match this is probably the Desolate Fortress Master, a martial master who can be compared with the fortress. I was just an orphan, dying of starvation, and begging on the streets. Yet he carried me on his back and raised me on Mount Zhongnan. The sword ancestor was the one who helped you to enter the Zhongnan sect. Why weren't you able to learn his sword techniques then? That was the extent of my fate with him. That's just how life is. I also wasn't talented enough. It wasn't just me. Numerous swordsmen from our sect tried. However, his sword techniques couldn't be learned simply with a great amount of knowledge, experience, or skills. Those who are able to respond appropriately will gain all of this. It really depends on how talented one is. The hopes of our sect are all placed on Miowa. While she doesn't express it, she probably feels a lot of pressure too. What did you see? Don't tell me. The Tyrant Sword Tribe? Are you saying the Tyrant Sword Tribe is on Mount Zhongnan? Guests of the Zhongnan sect, please wait here. Please look after Haya. Yes. It feels like this has happened before. Are they going to fight just like that? We don't know where the fight will take place or how they'll fight. There have been a lot of instances where the martial masters will split up to fend off the attacks, just like what they're doing now. Looks like the Zhongnan sect is in a tough spot right now. I can't believe that the Zhongnan Sword Immortal, one of the strongest martial masters within the 9 great sects, would remain to protect the base of the Zhongnan sect. An unexpected incident occurring right when we arrived. Shouldn't we help out? Even if you say so, we can't. Messing with the pride of a martial artist from the 9 great sects will cost you your life. Didn't you see what happened just now? If the sword dragon weren't around, there would have been big trouble already. In this situation, it seems like they don't have much of a choice. Please don't speak thoughtlessly about the Zhongnan sect. I don't think I was being rude. how it is interpreted depends on who interprets it. How do you really not know that the desolate fortress will never be a welcomed guest for any martial groups? The desolate fortress has a lot of enemies. Huh? Aren't the core martial masters in this place absent? You definitely look like you could use all the help you can get. We need all the help we can get? Don't you dare insult our sect. The energy they have is stronger than that of the Zhongnan sect disciples. The Tyrant Sword Tribe. There were a few pavilions on our way here. I can't believe we're seeing the Tyrant Sword Tribe here. Kill the child first. She's inherited the learnings of the Sword Immortal. How dare you? Hey, brats from the desolate fortress, what are you doing in one of the 9 great sects? Are you here to try and balance things out now that the Tyrant Sword Tribe seems to have the upper hand? These guys started a fight to create an opening, to harm Haya. Please assist me. I've got your back. Okay then. Shit. I lost to a damn brat. We reacted too sensitively just now. We apologize for our rudeness. The Zhongnan sect is in your debt. I was protecting my own family member. Haya will be taking over from Manhwa to become a pillar of the Zhongnan sect in the future. The fact that our sect is in your debt still stands. If that's what you think, thank you for that. Sorry, but can I train for a little while in this place? There's no need for any of you to leave. I simply don't wish to lose the thoughts that I have right now. I guess you achieved some form of realization. I was able to solidify the realization I achieved, thanks to my fight with the Tyrant Sword Tribe. I can't gather core energy in the way I want. I won't take away the legacy of the Sword Ancestor. Those sword traces seem to be trying to ask those who see it to keep an open mind. That's what I think. For the traces that were left behind by our founder, they did contain courage. That means this surpasses the boundaries of martial and mystic arts. I'm certain the Sword Ancestor had the same thoughts as you. I guess it got through. You're blessed by the heavens, with both luck and talent. You said that he came to the Zhongnan sect in his later years, right? Yes. Then he must have been friends with the martial masters of the Zhongnan sect. Since the sword techniques of the Zhongnan sect have very distinct traits, it wasn't suitable for him, and even if he does learn them, the efficiency would be very low. Sir Yonshin, could you elaborate a little more about what you said? Of the eclipse of the 9 suns is completely dependent on you, Sword Dragon. I can help you a little, though. He'll help me restore the sword technique? You will help me. 1 second. My training isn't over yet. I had a strange experience when I looked at the sword traces on the cliff. An illusion that seems to combine everything in the heavens and on earth into one ray. Everything serves as an inspiration for me. All you need to do is to extend your sword faster than your opponent. The reason why martial arts like Taihei Taiji Enlightened Martial Art and the Plum Blossom Sword Art are considered the top martial arts is, think I understand now. Unlike swordmanship that relies on wielding a single sword, the profound intent that lies within the secret techniques merges with the inner energy in swordplay, creating an unprecedented harmony seen in the world. I have not seen any sword techniques like that until now. Oh, Snorro ancestor. Have you decided on the name of this sword technique? I have decided to name it the Radiant Sword Art. I like how the radiance of the sun and moon that fills the world does not disappear. I hope that's how my life will be as well. I've obtained a lot from this place. I was able to save my niece and created my very own sword technique. I want to get some of this golden tea on our way back. Thanks to you, we're able to enjoy such good treatment from the Zhongnan sect. Everyone has their own stories. That voice is... I came to listen to the rest of what you were about to say earlier. The sword traces of the sword ancestor? While I wouldn't be able to face my sect for this, I wish to step out of the sword ancestor's shadows. In both chivalry and swordsmanship, I must walk my own path. I will become a founder. I'll cheer you on. He said he'd teach me, though. I guess I was being too shameless by asking him for help casually. I would like to request for you to help me restore the eclipse of the 9 suns. I promise that I will not falter till the day I die. Will you not help me? Let's go. It won't take long. I'm both amazed and pleased to hear that. It will teach you the steps first. Did you just say? The steps? I can't believe it. Not only did he find the clues to restore it, he even figured out the steps. However, this doesn't mean it'll be completely identical. That part will be up to you to restore. There are people with such talent in the world. Huh? Why is she looking at me like that? Do I need to explain it in simpler terms? I'll be teaching you. The steps are incomplete, so it is up to you to complete it. That shouldn't be difficult to do after all. Tracing the remnants of the sword path and retracing the actual steps one by one are on completely different levels. I'll be starting now. The next day, she fell to her inner demon after hearing the steps from you. She fell to her inner demon. She was probably shocked by the talent you have. She is so talented that no one around her age in Shanxi was on par with her. Those around her constantly said that she possesses the greatest martial art talent. However, for the first time in her life, she felt like her talent was nothing after witnessing true talent. That's meaningless. Her skill level is significantly higher than mine. How grave a mistake have the heavens made? Having exceptional talent alone would have been enough. Yet they've also bestowed a heart that craves improvement upon you. Embarrassed to hear that. Elder Zhang, Yun Xin, you both are here. If you're here, I knew you'd get over it quickly. Hey, Sword Dragon. Yenshin, since you already know the steps, you can probably use the sword technique too, can't you? Yes, that's right. Can you learn the eclipse of the 9 suns together with me? If we learn together and help each other with the parts we're lacking, you'll definitely be able to grow stronger more rapidly than if you're training by yourself. My apologies, but I do not have enough time to practice my own sword technique as it is. However, since they're of similar styles, I think it'll suffice if we see each other practice our own techniques. You can be around when I practice the Radiant Sword Art. You're allowing me to watch you train? You can also practice the eclipse of the 9 suns. To think he'd allow me to watch him practice the Radiant Sword Art. I think you're the greater martial artist here. One mustn't be overly generous. That's how the world works. You mustn't watch someone else when they're practicing their martial arts. Pardon? I had forgotten since we were always watching each other train in the Radiant Demon Squad. Watching someone else's training might cause them to fight you to the death. But didn't the Radiant Demon Squad leader also show us his martial arts in order to teach us? Additionally, we all train together. It's different when the martial art can be shown without any consequence. Either should the true training of one's personal martial arts be shown, nor should you try to look at the training of others. It's an unspoken rule. No one should watch someone else when they are training. That must have caused a misunderstanding. Radiance. The way core energy is used in Radiant Sword Art and Infinite Blossom Fist are different. Unlike the Infinite Blossom Fist strike that aims to destroy everything in its path in one strike, the Radiant Sword Art is all about seamless flow. There is no hesitation when wielding and executing moves with the sword, and everything felt through the blade seems to be connected to the body. This is possible because I am the creator of it. I am the creator of the Radiant Sword Art. At first, I was definitely making more progress in the Eclipse of the Nine Suns sword art. However, while his sword technique seems simple, he has been able to catch up in terms of proficiency in no time at all. We both learned something new at the same time, yet our progress is on completely different levels. His speed just changed. Shall mix in the swift sword style. It's not me. The Amugi that holds the magic pearl is someone else. How fate connects like this. The child I saw during the Jonga Gang blood incident is restoring my husband's swordsmanship. Western Sky Sword Lord, our young Shen, the head of the Zhongnan sect, the son of the sword saint in Yo-Il, Shin, the radiant flower swordsmanship. I heard he recovered my natural inheritance and passed the formulas to Miowa. Moreover, he is the disciple of the sword saint and saved the Zhongnan sect disciples. He has done a truly grateful deed. Speak what you desire. Please allow me to assist in the fight against the tyrant sword sect. You are unable to concentrate at all. I'm sorry. My eyes are just dizzy. Is it because of Yanshin? No, it's not that. The problem lies within my heart. It is not jealousy. I have already fully acknowledged Young Yunshin's sword. It's just that the martial arts I've built up and refined throughout my life now seem meaningless to me. That radiant flower sword style is not inferior to Nine Suns sword. Did I see it correctly? It wasn't just at the first level. While sparring with me, he immediately surpassed the first level and reached the second, even the third. It's hard to believe he created such an evolving martial art. Despite having no prior experience, his mastery of this martial art surpassed my Nine Suns sword. That child has already achieved what you strive for, Sionye. That child is a great master who transcends his age. It's natural for him to master his own martial art quickly. Everything in the world and learning follows the same principle. What one creates will always fit them best. He must have a talent that will never appear again. Even cannot keep up with him. To live in the same era as such a great master can be a blessing, depending on how you see it. Even you inherited the eclipse of the Nine Suns sword. That's true. It is an immeasurable grace. I didn't intend to say this, but Yanshin possesses the Baihui point, which connects to nature itself. He is absorbing the power of heaven and earth excessively, to the point where even supreme masters would struggle to endure it. What do you? He doesn't have many days left to live, yet he is struggling so desperately, as if he is trying to leave his mark on the world. On the world. Regardless of martial rank or age, I feel respect for that child. Guangzhong Plains. Tyrant, sword sect, lord. That man is the enemy of Jung So-hyop. Why do you ask? It's nothing. You didn't have to step in, but you did. The Tyrant Sword Sect Lord's third disciple, Vaimu Hyuk, ask if there is a worthy opponent to receive my sword. I come forth. The request you mentioned, I will deliver it to the headmaster now. The headmaster's father and the Grand Elder's husband claim this title as the one who recovered the Sword Saint's legacy. As a guest of the Zhongnan sect, I will step forward. Jung So-hyop, as if he is trying to leave his mark on the world. Go ahead. Thank you. There stands a great master, burning himself to leave behind his life's mark. He is already a grand figure. The fate of the Zhongnan sect has ended. Yes, I understand. Was it Zhangga Gang? He spouted ridiculous nonsense. Should have killed him back then. But I'm glad he has come before me now. If you still believe the same thing as before, it's truly unfortunate. Even in a duel to the death, what justification does your grandfather, the former divine swordmaster, have to intervene? Okay, where do you think you're looking away to? A swordsman I know once said this: you can judge someone's potential by the wind of their sword. Now that I've learned proper swordsmanship, I finally understand. So this is what he meant. What the? Guanghua sword style. I'll be taking your arms. They say your nickname is Sword Saint of Xinyu, right? It suits you quite well. Guanghua sword style. Just like the rumors said. Truly a mysterious and dazzling sword technique. And powerful. Something unheard of in this world. How could Mu Hyuk not even resist? Kill them all. Yenshin. This isn't normal. He's not someone I can handle. I'll kill you. Is he Mew? Hyun's grandfather or something? If he taught him well, he could have lasted at least 2 exchanges. How dare you? Thanks to you, I've gained this part of the battle. Since it's a group battle, don't push too hard. Fight enemies you can handle. Kill that bastard. Our first clash with the Tyrant Sword Sect ended in victory, thanks to your efforts, young hero. The early momentum was the key. So many members of our sect are eager to speak with you. I hear. It's been a while, young Master Jung. I've hidden some fine wine from our elders and masters. Care for a drink? Are your martial duels really that backed up? Looks like I'm late. The junior sisters of the Poetry Pavilion seemed interested in you, young hero. I firmly turned them down. Isn't our sparring match the priority? Young hero. If you wish, I can tell you now the reason behind the Jung family's destruction. Your second brother already knows, but I think it's better to hear it after the big battle is over. I doubt it'll be a shock, but just in case. I'll follow your lead. Guanzhong Plins. This won't. Even the few remaining elders of the council have come out. Then if we win here, it'll all be over. Myowa, take good care of the disciples. I wish you good fortune, Jung Sohyap. I pray the sword dragon remains safe as well. Watch out for the 8 Fiends Rakshasa sword. He's the grandfather of the Wei Muyok. You defeated. You mean that tyrant sword sect elder from before? Even while blocking my sword, he was focused on you. His seniority outranks the tyrant sword sect's leader, but on the battlefield, he acts like his hands and feet. Most call him the right-hand man. Thank you for the warning. Poetry Pavilion, gather up. Form a sword formation over here. I won't let you escape today. I'll offer your head to the nameless grave. Are all demonic sects like this? Even with experts from the Zhongnan sect on your plate, you're still chasing me while your subordinates die. You have no shame. I'll skin you alive. Urg, we only clashed once, and I already can't summon my internal energy. At my current level, I can't take on a master like this. I engrave the 8 Fiends, Raksha sword, into my mind. How he grips the sword, how his muscles move when channeling his sword power, the gestures and subtle movements when releasing his inner energy, the directional steps of his footwork. I dissect every single movement. A mutual death attack? Ah, your reputation was well earned. I've been waiting for this. I can feel it. And in this very moment, I know exactly which move of the 8 Fiends Rakshasa sword is coming from this stance. Counter! He's the right-hand man of the Tyrant Sword Sect leader. Tyrant Sword Sect leader. I told you I'd take it. Your arm. The guest of the Zhongnan sect, Jung Yoshin, the sword saint of Xinyu from Ipuang City, has severed the head of the Tyrant Sword Elder. The 8 Fiends Rakshasa sword. Are they talking about that old master? How? How could such a thing happen? At the hands of a youngster like that? The Rakshasa sword has passed away? Could Jung Sohyop really have? The 8 Fiends Rakshasa sword is dead. That boy has really stirred up trouble now. A sect leader! Zhongnan's momentum is no joke. We should fall back and regroup later. Sect leader! Crack. A master. So overwhelming. I can barely look up at him. Just being under his gaze shakes my very soul. But still, 4 years will be enough for you too. Retreat! Retreat! Fall back! Take this. The flowing cloud token of the Zhongnan sect's headmaster. Show this to any affiliated school under Zhongnan, and you'll be treated with the highest respect. If you ever need a sword from this sect, ask without hesitation. Even if it's a political matter in IP Huang City, we'll lend our strength once. I'll gratefully accept it. I think it's time I hear it. Why the Zheng family manor was wiped out. You are worthy to know. Everything began with the Qian hammock. Did you say Cheon hammock? It's the divine tree that upholds the world. All the laws of existence are firmly rooted through the profound Qian hammock. The land of the Zheng family was exceedingly fertile. The roots of the sacred tree had even reached beneath their streets. It's said the Lord of IP Wang City maintains his great martial strength by eating the fruits of the Qian hammock. Then the reason the Zheng family was destroyed? The Tyrant Sword Sect and the Blood Flame Cult. They are sects in full opposition to IP Huang. For them, wiping out a small martial clan was more than justified. Since we were nearby, we received a letter from the Lord of Ip Huang, a plea to protect the Zheng family. In the end, we failed. Now, I hear Xinyu has been turned into a wasteland by their hands. I feel truly sorry to you, Jung-san, and Haya. G1, come back when you've grown stronger. Once you're a true master, you'll be able to visit IPH Wang. Next time, can I go instead? If I'm free from duty, I'll seek out the Sword Dragon's guidance. The eddies behind a strong current have found friendship. It's a good sight. To an old man who should be thinking about retirement, it's truly heartwarming. You look like you'll live another 100 years. I hope you fulfill your purpose. At a tavern. So the Manhwa sect secretly received help from Ip Huang? So both the old sects and Ip Huang are just setting suns now, huh? Only the Zhongnan sect, who defeated the Tyrant Sword sect, still has influence in Shaanxi. Look here, I'm telling you this. Since you're new to the world of Jianghu, in the martial world, you need a tight mouth to play your cards right. Who are you calling a newcomer? Tell me, was I wrong? Otherwise, how could you fail to catch even a single demon brute? They say one of the blue flame swords Aizma, Guangek's pride got blown out. A top blue-ranked master from IP Huang? Turns out it was all just an empty title. Am I wrong? That story? Tell me more in detail.